time comfortably with vegetarian, plant-based food, library facility. Masters will be there to guide. So in this tour itself, I visited the Atlanta one. Atlanta, they are doing a public pyramid. It may not be a residential place as of now, but it's a daily, day-to-day center kind of thing because it is in the heart of the city. Just 10-15 minutes drive to all the masters who are there as a group. So that place I visited, and I went to Dallas one. In Dallas also, almost the land acquisition is completed. Yesterday morning only I was there in Dallas, day before yesterday. Yeah, day before. So almost in 17-18 acres, they are going to build the pyramid and all the accommodation place, everything. Omega pyramid. First the Alpha pyramid, small one will come. Later they build a big Omega pyramid there. It is like going to be a spiritual university kind of. So day by day, slowly the places are emerging here and there. And in St. Louis also they are doing Sankalpa Dhyan to acquire a land for the pyramid thing. In Raleigh, they have a place where already they are going to build a pyramid, a small setup they made actually in Raleigh. So in US now, probably the PSSM and PMC definitely kick. So husband fed up with wife, wife fed up with husband. Put a Father Namaskar and slip you right on the slip. I am going to Ashram Dharma. Find me after 3 days. I need a break, soul break. Okay, people simply will go. तभी husband सुधरेगा और wife भी सुधरेगा. Otherwise, they won't listen, you know.
Zoom session was last week at
Yeah.
Bangalore.
In one session this morning, getting on the same frequency for spouses. And the speaker is saying that when the wife says, go and get me some apples from the store, husband will get only apples. What she wants is oranges, apples, grapes, etc. But
he brings only.
Because you told me apple, I'll get apple. I said, okay, this is exactly how the function. You give me a list, I'll bring with this. But the frequency for women is what else is there that everybody will like.
Have you read some books on spiritual tablets or listened some audios so far? Because beginners are there. The global PSSM is founded by Brahmarshi Patriji almost like 30 years ago. As a single man, one-man army is started. And today millions of people in more than 40 countries, people are silently doing. And especially after COVID, because we got the media channels like PMC. You know the PMC channel is there, Pyramid Meditation channels. Yeah. So that came, and then silently people are going into those videos and they're watching spiritual reality and then following it, and silently they are doing. And within no time they reap the benefits. But we don't know that there is a group who are doing it. So in UK, a big Gujarati group, they just watch the TV and they do meditation with the TV, and then the big group from almost 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, we don't know that there are 30, 40 people doing with the TV, PMC. Later we came to know. So now they are at a verge of building a very good 40 by 40 community pyramid in their farmland. There we are frequently conducting. It's a yoga hall with a workshop facility. So there they are trying to build a good pyramid. So that is how it is expanded. And I joined in 95, but majority of my research and travel all with the patient God, PGs only, trying to understand the reason, the spiritual reason behind the illness. Because materially, all the medical systems will give you certain reasons for the disease. But Those are all like based on we are only the body, not the soul. The first limitation itself is like they consider that we are just body, and then they will try to figure out the reason and then solution. Always it is, I can say it is not half baked, it is quarter baked. Okay, because if you take at least the four, body, mind, intellect, and soul, they are considering only body 25%, and rest of the 70% you are not considering, then obviously all that part is left unattended. So that is where I dig myself with this Patriji and PSM meditation, group of doctors, books, everything went like a movie rule. Movie reel almost like 10 years. That blend of medical science and meditation. And at one point in 2008, after going through a lot of miraculous transformations, and so many testimonials are there, and I felt like let me go with training the individuals with the spiritual tablets wisdom, whatever we formulated. It is like a clear-cut roadmap for all these 90% of psychosomatic illnesses. We know the psychosomatic is the major hit today. So for that, we are successfully gave a roadmap. It will take time. It doesn't mean that overnight something happens. They need to go through it, all the hardships, and then learning that wisdom, working on the mind, achieving that true potential, balancing the sensory perception and extrasensory perception. Both we need to understand. Then finally, one day, they are with complete peace and happiness. Then they start contributing their own to the community, like a doctors. Today, most of my specialization doctors, like gastroenterologist with spiritual tablets, once upon a time he came with ulcerative colitis or some IBS problem, and he worked on himself for 2 years, 3 years. Later on, he becomes a gastro spiritual guide for all the people who are coming, at least to give them the basics, what to eat, what not to eat, and then meditate. Energy level difference, at least they can make out. After that, slowly, we start working on them in a knowledge area. Initially, Patriji used to say, Dhyana valna jnanamu, jnana valna mukti. Dhyan hai, gyan se mukti. Meditation will give you wisdom. Wisdom will give you the liberation. So that word used to attract me, that wisdom word. So that is where my search has actually begun. And after reaching a point, I became an instrument, and university is just flowing, and then it's going on. And day one, sir started with 3 do's and 3 don'ts. That is the first caption of the PSSM. Not even these 18 principles are also not there in 90s. 3 do's are dhyana, swadhyaya, and sajana sangatya. We have to do meditation, righteous meditation with a breath observation. Swadhyaya is reading spiritual books. Again, righteous spiritual books. Not the books who create dependency for you on the God. That is again another loop where we keep on doing a lot of paranams. They never take you anywhere. Again and again, you are making the same mistake with the exit, and then you are making rounds. That's why the spiritual scientific books we have to read. It starts with Osho Rajneesh, and then Richard Bach, and then Lobsang Rampa. After that, Ruth Montgomery, Carelessness Canada. And finally, it ends with Seth. Madam, you read any Seth books? Seth material? Seth speaks, some of them.
Yeah.
Good. So those are the toughest content to my knowledge. During those days, it used to take almost like 3-4 days for us to understand even 2-3 pages of the Seth wisdom. You create your own reality. And at times it looks like ruthless. At times it looks like compassionate. All dimensions will be there to understand the situation. It is really very, very tough, according to the Seth. So, Swadhyaya. And third thing is Sajana Sangatya, sharing experiences, thoughts like this among the people. These are the only 3 things he used to insist again and again. Of course, majority is about meditation, because nobody is a meditator in those days. People doesn't even know. They're all crudely into bhakti or some mantra jap or something like that. From there, he emerged and made everyone to meditate hours together. And then slowly the spiritual book reading also started. And a lot of books were published. So many magazines were run in those days. And then Sadhana Sangatya in all the spiritual gatherings we do. It can be a Dhyana Mahayajna or Chakra. So this time, my whole tour, almost like 2 months, I'm traveling across US and Canada to educate people about the importance of Mega Meditation Summit. So the Mega Meditation Summit happening in LA is a program, the same one we started in India almost 28 years ago. Today, day one I attended, the maximum audience is around 400, 500. And today you see, at any point of time, 30,000, 40,000 people meditating in Kattal, Hyderabad, December 21 to 31st. Same program. Year by year, people picked and they started coming. The whole 10 days window, almost like 2 lakh people will come. 2 to 3 lakh people will come. And small dhyana yajnas for 3 days, 4 days in North India, in so many places we are doing. And there also, you see almost like throughout the period, 10 to 2,000 people will come. So thanks to Pari, she initiated here, taking that global call. And the first one happened in Dallas and then in Raleigh. So now in LA it is happening. Usually I see, for the body's sake, we go for a holiday for complete relaxation, right? Mental and physical level. For me, for the soul upliftment, it is a yearly call where you are going to write your annual soul program. I put it in this way. To get that annual soul program, what best you can do in the upcoming year to evolve at individual level and community level, because we have 2 evolutions. Individual level is like your own meditation, your own sadhana, your own book reading, and living in peace. All the self level we do. That is to expand individual consciousness. But when you connect to the community, that comes the prachar dharma I told earlier. Whatever the best you can do for the community, indirectly your own boon is increased again, because community is nothing but we are operating in oneness consciousness. The more you evolve the people's consciousness, the better you are evolving. And especially for every sadhaka, when you are stepping up from sadhakudu to bodhakudu area, teacher to practitioner to teacher, when you are expanding there, self practices will become reduced day by day. At one point of time, I did my maximum meditation is 21 hours. 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours I used to do meditation.
21 hours
Continuously. 4 hours I slept in between. Today afternoon, I think I after coming from hospital, there is a lot of discuss. What I am doing is this meditation is right. Am I deviating my path? Okay, I should not eat about protein meat, and then I should not even prescribe the drugs. That is what the main guru is. The 3 don'ts are: one is no meat eating, no need of any medication, and of course, no need of any rituals and worship. You yourself is God, and you can meet God in meditation. Leave about the God concept. Rest of the 2 are like big hits for as a medical doctor for me. No meat and no medication. So with that discussed, I sat, and 21 hours I didn't woke up from my meditation. Between 4 hours I slept, and as soon as I woke up, I didn't open my eyes. Again, I sat and then I started doing. Sometimes I stretch my legs, but eyes I never opened. So such a terrible meditations initially we used to do. But now today, my meditation today in Madam home, I visited just for an hour. I did 10, 12 minutes of my meditation. That's done. And I sit with you today now. And of course, majority is happening in the flights, because most of the times I was in flights only. The more you advance, your self practices will reduce and the community practices will increase. There are 2 practices: self practices and community practices. Community practices are like teaching, attending group gatherings, contributing our own individual energy to the group. Olden days, they used to do a lot of yajnas. In yajnas, so thousands of people are used to participate. That creates an energy pool. So similarly, the more we absorb into that oneness and creates, some sort of initiatives, if we do, in that group itself, our own individual boon automatically will be satisfied. So this is how it will turn day by day. So that's why these kind of 3-day, 4-day yajnas, mega meditation summit, the group meditation they do, it has got its own ripple effect. And what are the progress we are making individually, there phenomenally we step up. And we are contributing parallelly, we receive our own interest, especially for the beginners. If you attend at least one yajna or one gathering, such kind of gatherings, then you will make a lot of connections. So many spiritual stalls will be there, materials you will expose, a lot of books you can purchase. And here, especially in developed countries, rather than parents, for the children, it is very, very important. Because to understand the culture, and younger brains easily you can, seed them these good habits of meditation, understanding the spiritual wisdom, pyramid energy. These things, if they know, automatically it becomes an integral part of their life over a period of time. Today, so many cases are coming onto my bench. Parents, very pathetically they come, they say, child are deviated or drunk or some sort of deviation from their life. By the time they come to that stage, it's very, very tough to bend them. But when the younger brains, every year, if you take them there, a lot of children are doing meditation and so many fun activity, and they peep into the stalls and the activity going on. Whenever they are in those vibrations, automatically the children, the younger brains will automatically mold. Rather than us, don't expect them to listen and do meditation hours together there. Just leave them in that area. If you see, if you leave a tiger in an ashram, it becomes like a pet animal. That is what we see with so many Buddhist monks just playing with the tigers in their ashrams. They will lose their nature. So similarly, if the children attend such kind of programs, then automatically they will understand the value of this energy concept. Starts with energy. Otherwise, today all the youth are just left with protein. Big dabbas they are purchasing and doing. Am I right? That is where the only word I listen from there. That is stupidity. That is utter stupidity. In olden days, nobody talked about protein. Who talked about protein in the olden days? They are just having a complete meal and they are happy with their life. All this protein concept is bakwas. It is a big corporate drama. We are, going around in that. Whatever you eat, it is good enough for you, provided if you do meditation. Cosmic energy is good enough to make whatever you required in your body. This is what actually the real balance we need to. So we are not cultivating the habit of understanding the spirit, understanding the truth, looking inward. It is zero. So the same amount of time which they are supposed to give to the soul, they are giving on the body and in mind. Totally extroverted. Gadgets comes. Automatically the next moment the gadgets will come into the place. Fast-paced world they need always. So that's why they are creating an yajna for us with 150K monetary terms. We discuss. We cannot create our own yajna for our children's sake. What best we can do is wherever it is happening, just take the people there, okay, and then just make them to stay there for 3 days. That's it. And it works for a period of time. That is what happened in India. In India, regularly we have a lot of gatherings. Every gathering, people, children will be exposed over a period of time. Slowly, they were into manifestation science. Day one, parents start with some kind of illness, they come into meditation, and then finally the whole family turns into spirituality. And there are no all these social maladjustments, those problems we never see.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Can I ask this? So, when we had grown kids, we told them and they are seeing my own transformation. But to make them do meditation, we can't do it. But when I do meditation, if I say I'm inviting, souls to come and do the meditation with me, over a period of time, will that have a impact on them that they will start doing the meditation by themselves?
Means you're asking that soul level you are doing.
Yes, when I sit for meditation, I always say I'm inviting this soul to come and do meditation with me. I'm inviting Mohan's soul to come and do meditation.
Yeah, Sankalpa has got its own importance. Yeah, ultimately you are putting in Sankalpa. Thought power, speech power, position power, time and money, all these 5 powers are there. When you meditate, they pick, energy. According to the 4 obstacles of warrior John Yuan, the 3rd obstacle is powers. Rather than using your power in the material way, you can use it in spiritual way, obviously. That is what actually we are supposed to do. All the powers, the thought power, speech power, everything we need to use for the individual spiritual development or community spiritual development only. It can be a big ashram or environment or book or conducting a program or conducting a program like this. That is where actually we have to use. So when you put the thought, definitely it works. But over a period of time, according to the current scenario, we may not expect 100 out of 100 to come into meditation, right? See, when I am doing my meditation health clinic practice, 10 patients used to come to me thinking that it is a doctor's clinic. Of course, it is doctor. I am a doctor only. Plus mark is there. They come. And I give my medication, hypertension, diabetes, all sorts of regular things. Out of those, I used to select some people. Oh, this guy can be fit to my meditation program. Day one, they may not be ready still. That I can sense. The way they talk, the way they rush. I cannot simply put them into meditation at that time. But I can understand. So by name or by face, I remember. And during my meditation, naturally it used to be recollected. And I used to visualize. And in the second and third visit, he will be in the Keshit program. And within 6 months, he is out of medication for whatever the chronic disease.
So visualize they're doing meditation.
Exactly.
Oh, so that we can do that. That our kids are.
That is what. So that's why I'm saying there is a filter. Like who will come, who will not come. Of course, the whole world will come into meditation. That is different. But out of all the people you are meeting, so sometimes you meet strangely, sometimes in a group, and whomsoever comes in your thoughts, just take it. It's a combination of intuition and future, past. So many things are there. Out of that, it will guide you. If it is coming, yes, it is good.
Because I have the intuition that they will both be
Yeah.
meditators, their wives, future wives and all kids, everyone will be meditators. But right now they're not consistent. So, but I'm doing this thought power and saying this, but I'm not doing the.
Usually I do it in travel. When I'm sitting for my meditation is like breath observation only. Thoughts come, these visualizations come. The moment I realize, I stop it. That is what we need to do. We should not end up in visualizing so many things and, if it is happening naturally, it is okay. The moment you realize that you are thinking for, even though it is good, even though it is miraculous, cut it again, come onto your breath. Meditation practice is meditation practice. It is not just visualizing or thinking and preparing something. But day one, when you start, especially for the beginners, you will get a lot of negative thoughts first. After some days, you will get positive thoughts. After some days, you will get miraculous thoughts. Slowly, it keeps changing. What are the thoughts that you got during meditation, that will automatically materialize. Even though it is a miraculous way of doing something, it will materialize. But we are not sitting to visualize or to do all those things. If it is happening naturally, let it happen. The moment you realize that you are into thoughts or music, bring back your focus again onto breath. This is what we have to do. But during travel, for example, you have a cup of coffee and you are in the garden, silently sit. Something you have to visualize, right? Lazy man's brain is an evil's paradise. If you keep it idle and if you don't direct it, it will go into some kind of nonsense. So during that period, you can visualize what you want in your life, what you want, how you want the society, community around you, what facilities you want. You can visualize your own ashram nearby in half an hour, 1 hour drive. I want to go and I want to stay as and when I want. There is no reservation concept. If you keep working on it regularly, your coffee time or travel time, and one day you will see that someone will do it for you. This is how it will work. Patriji is so great in such instances, really, how the people, he tried to visualize the bliss in starvation. Such kind of extremes, he will think it happened. We are in a trekking program in Tirupati Balaji. It's a 4-day trekking. We cross almost 52 kilometers forest, 3 nights and 4 days journey. On the day we started, and at one point around at almost like 2 o'clock, mid-hot summer it is, we are almost on the hilltop, crossing so many hills we cross usually, down and up and that way. And there is no water. Everybody's water is completed. And people are like, drying. The water is not there and very hot. And we are going to reach that lunch spot almost another 2 hours. There is a little delay somehow. And literally, people are trying to lick the water drops on the leaves. Such a terrible situation is there. Somewhere on the rocks, a leftover little water is there here and there on the rocks. That also people are trying to lick it. So he saw everyone. And then he said, whenever something is not good, don't pay attention to which is not good. Pay attention what you need. Okay, visualize here. Next time, by the time we come next time to the trekking, here we need to have a small ponds. On the rocks itself, there should be water ponds here and there. That we have to visualize. And lot of trees should be there, and frequently it should rain. This you have to visualize during this period. Whatever the tribe that is there, it is an energy. That energy where you want to put. And miraculously, what happened on that day? There are around 99 yogis, almost 100 people. 100 people thriving for water for 2-3 hours. Almost like 12 o'clock to 2:30 time. Lunch is completed. Evening again we reached the spot. There we had a terrible rain. Some people's bags were completely went in that water flow. All of a sudden that water came. Everybody is scattered in that area. And driving for some higher place because the water is coming from somewhere. There is a canal kind of thing. Almost like 1.5, 2 hours continuous terrible rain. On that day night, he told 100 yogis asking for water. This is what happens. You try to ask whatever you want. Don't literally try for anything. You will drown in it.
The expression in the Chappar Padaki means whatever you ask for.
Yeah,
blessing.
थप्पड़ मार के आया बोलते हैं, कभी हिंदी में बोलते हैं ऐसा. Yeah, tell me, protein girl, what is going on with protein? I can see your protein. Sorry, I'm just kidding. Recently, Dr. Kadarwali ate my brain. Okay, we did 10-day program in UK. I listened to him. Who attended here? Thank you. Yeah, that's all. Very good. Really amazing, no? Being a medical doctor for me, so much of terrible facts. He is the right person to make the people to become vegetarians, plant-based.
So in our pantry, we have one shelf of millets. We also have one shelf with protein powder. Because I've replaced the calories from carbohydrates with protein. So the only purpose for protein at home, for not Parma, but for Rohan and me, is to make sure we don't get empty calories from rice or pasta or anything. We get it through a protein-rich diet. What do you think about that blend? Millets and something supplemented with some protein.
Sir, base, what he says is rice and wheat should be replaced with the millets. Number one, that is first area. Second area, vegetables, all the vegetables, chover, everything what we are taking, that is good enough to meet the day-to-day protein content. And I told morning I am swelling. The intrinsic factor is also very important, sir. It's not that we are eating the protein. Whatever the protein is going, how much the gut is able to take, that is also very, very important. The more you meditate, the more the gut will be in a position to take whatever is required for it. Without that intrinsic factor, even though you take, it's just mere waste.
Right. And there are 3 stages in life where you need protein. As infants, then if you are in recovery stage, or at a certain age, you need to replenish so that your cartilage and other issues. Those are the only 3 points of life where protein is important.
I agree with you, sir. But here, once you are into meditation, if you are in the cosmic intelligence, I will tell you in a rat's experiment. There is an experiment. They took 2 rats. One rat is completely deprived of salt. The other one is fed good amount of salt. So in the distance, after 50-meter distance, they kept 2 food items. One is with salt and one is without salt. They left these 2 rats. The one which is deprived with the salt, it went to the food with salt. The other one went to without salt. So they have such an intelligence, what they require, they know. They automatically attract that food. So similarly, once we meditate, whether it is protein required, B12 required, what kind of thing, in day-to-day life, you attend some puja, there they will give you some til laddu and you will eat it. You covered your own, whatever comes out of vitamin K or whatever required, it will be covered. You go to some place, they will give you some neem kind of thing. Someone will present you a neem soap, you use it, you will cover all those medications in your life. So in day-to-day life, once you merge with the day-to-day drama, like your purpose with the community, your service activities, your own individual things, there automatically we attract it into our life, because what the body needs with the thought power, we are completely absorbed. There is no need to rationalize, these grams of protein, these grams of calories and calculation. All after reaching a point, that is not at all required. And we absorb in that cosmic intelligence, and we keep attracting. Some people, they might have brought some rare fruits. They are supposed to take it away. They will left it at your home and they will go away. And they will be with you. It is meant for you on the day. You eat that berry or whatever they brought, and you cover your own. This many times happened for me like that. It looks like a mere coincidence, but you are attracting it for you. The crystals also same. Crystals will choose the people under. We are not buying the crystals simply. Crystals choose the people. And sometimes, strangely, some people will get crystals and then they will migrate it to some other people. And in my home, I got so many crystals like that. I never buy anything, but they chosen me and they come to me. Similarly, the foods also like that. Day by day, once we are into the right purpose and alignment with the universe, and all those balances automatically will happen. Of course, we need to have a basic meal, some base and some curry and then dessert and whatever that rule, if we follow, as long as we follow that 3 things, it is good.
Yes, I have seen this in my own case. I used to be told that I have to measure everything and put a calorie intake and everything the way the doctor wanted me to in my journey. For a while, I was doing it, but then later I kind of felt like I don't want to do this. My body, I want to connect with my own body's intelligence and have the confidence that that will do what it needs to do. And even though my food intake is very low, my weight, I don't know, it is erratic, but energy-wise, I just feel like it's keeping me going. And it's like that.
Yeah, in Padma's case, the food she chose ended up being the food she needed. And that was validated by measurement. We didn't start it saying that I need to eat this much grams of this and this and this every day. But where she started was, these are the things I'd like to eat. And then when she put them into this app, the output said, okay, you're getting what you need. So you You pick and choose what you want.
It is for others, like my journey, 3.5 years, I was on like usually getting nutrition through a tube in my arms. Tube feeding, I was not able to eat good. So I started meditation in August and November, just without the doctors planning it, they had to pull out the line because the skin there was getting infected. Then my dietitian and nutritionist and doctor said, you know what, we don't want to rush in to put another line because both your arms are tired for 18 months in this arm, 18 months in this arm. You should give your body a break because that is not food, it's chemical food. Puts a lot of toll on your kidneys and the rest of your body, and it's all artificial food. And my gut, needs to be able to be stimulated. I don't want, it can't be, it'll atrophy like without food. So I said, by then I had the confidence that yes, I'm going to start doing this. I'll eat orally and I'll be fine. So I said, no, I don't want the tube. I will start eating. So I used to have weekly discussion with my nutritionist, but it started, she could see that, I'm having confidence in my own self. And I was telling her that I am very connected to my body and I know that it will be fine. And I just go to eat whatever I feel intuitively I can. Calorie wise, she gave me a number. I may not have met that target every day, but I didn't feel panic, or I didn't feel that energy wise I was feeling depleted or I couldn't do anything. I was actually more empty than having that bag. I used to be hooked to that bag for like 12 hours and then 8 hours a day. But without that bag, I was feeling much energetic, but the weight started dropping. And then you know how they get worried. Oh my God, you're dropping weight. I was like, I told Shri, I'm not going to see this scale. You just record it and send it, but I'm fine. I know I'm fine. So that's how I managed. And even now, I don't enter anything. I just eat whatever I feel intuitively. But I'm eating very mindfully. That has changed the way I relate to food. Because food and me, the relationship was not very good. That was causing all the issues. So to get that positive mindset, to relate to food positively and eat mindfully with gratitude. So I started practicing that so intensely, and it has really helped. To be calm, first of all, to feel calm and to say that this food is going to help me, it's going to give me a lot of comfort and not do any other things in my body. That relationship I have to rebuild with food. So it's a little journey. It's been about 8-9 months now. And in time Sir comes also, he says, oh, I think you have this shrunk, you have this. I'm like, sir, I'm fine. And energy wise, I'm okay. I don't know, my body goes through ups and downs. But I can see it too when I look at myself, but I try not to.
You are becoming yogi. Yogi will have body like me. Since my +1, +2, this is the same body I am maintaining. 53, 54 kg. Never big and never small.
That expression, eat once a day yogi, eat twice a day yogi, 3 times a day yogi.
I'm eating 3 times, sir. Don't tell these guys, don't give me food. I came only for the food only today. That is only to teach the people. How is your food habit changed, Randy? She is a senior most master, a great yogi from India. Over a period of time, కొన్నాళ్ళకి మీకు ఫుడ్ ఎలా మారుతూ వచ్చింది చెప్పండి, నేను ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేస్తాను ఇంగ్లీష్ లో.
నేను 97లో బాబు చనిపోయాడు. అప్పుడు కొంచెం దుఃఖంలో ఉన్నాను. 10 years
97 her son died, so she was in suffering at that time. Yeah.
10 years తర్వాత గాని నేను ధ్యానంలోకి రాలేదు.
After 10 years she came into meditation. Okay.
ధ్యానంలోకి రాక ముందు నుంచే బాబు చనిపోయిన దగ్గర నుంచి మార్నింగ్ బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్, లంచ్, నైట్ ఓన్లీ 1 fruit.
Okay, that you understood. Breakfast, lunch and 1 fruit night time. Yeah.
అప్పటి నుంచి ఇంకా అదే కంటిన్యూ.
Till today the same
కంటిన్యూ.
After coming into meditation
లోకి వచ్చాక కూడా
సేమ్.
నో హాస్పిటల్, నో మెడిసిన్.
ఎప్పుడైనా ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఫుడ్ తినాలనిపించక మానేది ఉంటుందా?
అనిపించి అంటే ఎవరింటికైనా వెళ్ళినప్పుడు వాళ్ళని ఇబ్బంది పెట్టకుండా వాళ్ళు పెట్టింది తింటారు.
లేకపోతే మీరు ఇంటి దగ్గర
డైలీ
ఎక్కువ రా వెజిటబుల్స్, ఫ్రూట్స్.
ఓన్లీ వన్ ఫ్రూట్ నైట్,
No dinner.
నో డిన్నర్.
Only one fruit in the night. The fruit is jackfruit.
No, no, no.
నో బనానా, యాపిల్, ఏ సీజన్లో ఏ ఫ్రూట్ దొరికితే ఆ ఫ్రూట్. వన్ యాపిల్, వన్ బనానా, వన్
I am just seeing whether you are here or somewhere.
ఏ ఫ్రూట్ ఉంటే ఆ ఫ్రూట్ వన్ ఫ్రూట్ ఏదైనా.
Sir, చెప్పేవారు ఇది. One lady, she says always I am living only on one fruit. How can she lives with only one fruit in a day? What is the fruit? It is a jackfruit.
జాక్ ఫ్రూట్.
మీరు ముందు నాన్ వెజిటేరియన్.
నాన్ వెజ్ తీసుకున్నాను కొన్ని సార్లు, అయితే ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉండేది.
Caste wise, non-vegetarians or vegetarians? Caste wise. Like in India,
ఫ్యామిలీలో 1 or 2 members నాన్ వెజ్,
non-vegetarians.
మిగతా అంతా వెజిటేరియన్.
Vaishyas, Vaisyas, huh?
కమ్మాస్
మనంటే భయంకరానికి non-veg.
తింటారు కానీ మా ఇంట్లో
Veg ఏ తింటారు. Yeah.
నాన్నగారు ఆధ్యాత్మిక వ్యక్తే కానీ
మా గవర్నర్స్ కూడా అంతే. Caste also complete non-vegetarian caste. I used to eat very voraciously in the beginning, but suddenly day one I stopped. Nobody told me that it is a sin.
ధ్యానంలోకి వచ్చి కూడా వండి పెట్టాల్సిన పరిస్థితిలో వండి పెట్టాను ఫ్యామిలీకి. కానీ వెంకయ్య స్వామి డివోటీ స్వామి ఇంట్లోకి వచ్చి యజ్ఞం చేశారు. ఇంట్లో చేసినప్పుడు చెప్పారు, ఈ ఇంట్లో ఎగ్గుతో సహా అన్ని మానే చెయ్యొద్దు ఇంట్లో.
So he himself came physically, భౌతికంగా వచ్చి చేశారు. ఆయన
యజ్ఞం చేశారు వెంకయ్య
So one
స్వామి.
great master, Venkaya Swami by name, a saint, he came and did an yajna.
శిష్యులు వచ్చి యజ్ఞం.
The Shikshas came and did a yajna, and then from that day onwards they said, don't even bring eggs also to the.
అప్పటి వరకు ఫోర్స్ తో చేసి పెట్టేదాన్ని. ధ్యానంలోకి వచ్చాక కూడా తప్పలేదు పరిస్థితి. ఆ రోజు నుంచి ఈ రోజు వరకు నో. ఇంట్లో పాత్రలు మొత్తం మార్చేసుకున్నాను. ఇంట్లో సార్ వచ్చారు ఇంటికి హ్యాపీగా, నాకు అదృష్టాన్ని కలిగించారు.
ఎవరు?
శ్రీరామ్, కొత్తపేట వెంకయ్య స్వామి పిరమిడ్ ధ్యాన కేంద్రం, స్వామి ఇంట్లో నివాసం. నందా సార్ రాగానే టచ్ అయ్యారు వెంకయ్య స్వామి నందాకి మా ఇంట్లో.
So where are we now? We are randomly discussing.
ఈ రోజు
Today's
స్వామి
session became-
ఆరాధనోత్సవం.
Today's session became a forest fire. There it is going.
స్వామి ఆరాధనోత్సవం ఈ రోజు 24
Okay.
ఆగస్టు 24.
Yeah, protein guard. You have to speak. You are the hot spot today.
మనం ఏదైతే ఆహారం తీసుకుంటున్నామో ఆ ఆహారాన్ని అమృతంగా
English లో చెప్పండి.
మన చేతిలో.
Madam, tell in English.
No.
Most sorry. Practice English every day, 6 hours, and then talk here. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Because it is a disrespect to other people. That's all keep on them.
తను చెప్తుందని చెప్పి ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేస్తారని.
Since how long you are doing meditation?
January.
Since January.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Post-COVID baby.
Yeah.
Now we have 3 types of children: pre-COVID, per-COVID, and post-COVID.
We did Chandra Shastra. She came.
Oh, you can.
Yeah. Advanced meditation.
After 3 questions, we meditate. Any 3 questions, so that from there I'll pick some spiritual tablets to give. Something related to health and spirituality junction, or mega meditations and mid-group meditations.
Can you tell us about the mega meditations about astral healing?
Oh,
Yeah.
see, whenever a group of people collectively doing meditation, there will be a funnel will be created, like energy funnel will be created. And obviously, it will attract a lot of higher beings who are looking for this, because wherever there is good energy or wherever there is depression, both the areas they work. Is anywhere there is a depression, to give a punishment, they will create a cyclone or a forest fire. All these natural calamities are nothing but when people are going too much, extremely they are going, just to stop them. Like for the children, we give a slap, nature will give a slap. It's nothing but to stop you and to think. That is what the COVID is actually. And because of its correction, today the people are completely turned, and then now they are going in a different way. Yesterday, I'm listening from someone. After COVID, especially, the people's spending is increased, enjoying is increased. So the little bit of direction is changed. He is into hotel industry, so he can understand the customer behavior. He says clearly. So that's why, and it is a place where we are creating a complete positive environment with high energy environment, so that naturally masters will come and a lot of healing will happen, astral surgeries will happen, and whatever the questions we have, the long-term questions. See, when you are doing at home, meditating on your own with day-to-day chaos, you may not be in a position to raise a certain level where your big questions, long-term questions will be answered. To gain an answer for a long-term question, a lifetime, challenges or purposes, you need an environment. If you are in ashram dharma for 40 days, it is good. There you can get automatically. You share your experience, what message you downloaded during ashram dharma.
Yeah. So I, sir asked me to do, the stay in ashram in Fremont Valley,
Bangalore. India.
So for a while, I shared with you my journey. So it was kind of hard for me to, not even going out of the house and then imagine going to India. So it was really daunting. But somehow I decided, and in March this year, I made a trip to Fremont Valley in Bangalore. After 7 years, I took an international flight and I went. So we went we went to Singapore, and there I was a little nervous. I don't know if I'm making the right thing, but then finally I got to Bangalore. And I was there for about 10 days doing meditation. And in one of the meditations, I had this realization that whatever, a part of the condition that I was experiencing, that I used to be related, I had taken it on from my ancestors, my grandfather, actually, because of just blind love for him. I took it on, and later I realized there is something like that when you're told blind, because of blind love for an ancestor, you take on some of their things, like it's some challenge or something they had that if you enjoy it, I wouldn't also enjoy it in this environment. So I will deprive myself of this, or I take that on, take that of yours as a way of showing my extreme blind love and attachment for whatever I had for that soul. So I realized that I had that intuition in my meditation. So then I realized that because all along I knew, my people in the family used to say, okay, he used to have a weak digestion. He didn't have the condition, the diagnosis I had, but he had a weak digestion. And then, but then I found out in the meditation, and I was like really surprised and oh my God, okay, at that soul level, you don't rationalize things, you just decide. So then I went through some sessions where I was guided on how I can release that baggage that I brought.
And do you feel like you got more clarity and it actually helped you pick up the baggage, or does it keep coming back to you?
Which one?
He released it. She did a.
Coming from.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like.
She did inner child.
Yeah, with the inner child thing that I did, I was guided on how I could release it. So I feel like, okay, that is done. That portion is done, that I have kind of let go of that part of my issue. But in general, my 10-day experience in Fremont Aug was that every meditation I did, I mean, I could not, because the health, it was really hot already in March. So physically, I was going through a lot of challenge. But few meditations that I could get into that deep space, very deep, very deep, and you can connect at a different level. I connected to nature there, because it's a beautiful place with lovely nature. And whenever I did meditation in nature, I just used to be so connected and with so much gratitude for the universe, for the nature. You know, that emotion I could connect very deeply. Literally, I was, one meditation crying with that gratitude. So I that intensity I've not been able to experience anywhere else. I still kind of visualize that balcony and then under the tree doing that meditation. It just has a very different vibrations. The nature vibrations are great. Of course, the pyramid is very powerful. But I think the physical body distractions of it so hard, there's no AC, the fan is blowing, you can't get into a deep space, right? So yeah.
See, this is what happens when you are in ashram dharma. She is in day to day. She is doing almost like 8 months. She never get that experience. At the same time, when she is in Pyramid Valley, she is not so comfortable. Hours together, she is doing lot of problems with the food, environment, making arrangements. All these things are very tough. And at one point, she felt, why I came all the way here, nothing is happening to me, and everything is ordinary. And I think it is the May month, right?
3 days into my
March.
stay there, I had a lot of, my gut couldn't handle the food. I was saying, no, I taken every little thing from here and I told them I need to use your kitchen and make my own food. So I was making some food, but somehow I couldn't. So one day I was so sick, I got the rest of it was like, I don't know, I'm in this forest and I don't know what's happening. My gut is not good. And that's when all the old thought patterns of the fear started coming back. Like, I said, Shri, my doctor is not here. What am I going to do? I made a mistake. I came all the way here once. So then I said, okay, calm down, calm down. I said, okay, you came all the way. You came out of your comfort zone, traveled all the way from US. This is a big step for you. You can't be here. Just pack up and go to your parents' place. My parents are in Hyderabad, and then go back. But this also is a victory in a way. So I said, okay, then he said, so I told actually, Shri, you book the very first flight tomorrow morning, I'm going to Hyderabad. I don't want to stay here anymore. Because I said, home environment, I'll pick up. But then that morning, when Shri was actually making arrangement for Uber, I was like, this is such a high energy place. I'm just going to surrender and just be. And I think I will be fine. So I'm not going to go. I said, give me one more day. Like that, I extended another week. So I was able to manage for 10 days and I felt really good. After that, I couldn't go to the pyramid and meditate alone, but I was meditating in nature, which is also a great experience. So all in all, I would say, that just broke my fear patterns and my mental comfort, broke out of that.
Basically, in meditation summit, wherever the people are there, in that group meditation and then higher energies, that positive atmosphere, everybody will, speak and think like in a miraculous way. So that automatically allow you to touch a certain experiences which you can't get at the home area when you are doing individually. So that is the main advantage. Parallelly, the astral masters, astral surgeries, those are all people who understand and believe in it. They can see it. Okay, for the beginners, it will be a bit tough to digest, but they are there. They'll happen automatically. It's a part of the process. Recently, I attended, Madam was supposed to come, that Conscious Expo. Have you been there anytime? You said no?
We have local ones. The local ones I go to.
Okay. It's a 1 day or a 3 day big thing? 1 day.
Something that happens in the area.
Conscious Expo. It happened in LA. February, I attended with another 4 or 5 students. And majority, almost like 60 out of 100, there will be 7 halls, 800 to 1,000 participants.
Wow.
106 speakers across the globe, they come. And that invitation itself is so big, you have to,
Decide who to
yeah, each room is different. From morning 10 to night 10 o'clock, every 1.5, 2 hours, the speaker will keep changing in different rooms. And it's a mind-blowing festival, like consciousness, your soul will be opened and it will be spread on the table.
Wow.
And more than almost like 60% of the sessions are targeted other dimensional things,
Targeted at?
other dimensional wisdom, like Arcturians, inviting all Syrians and doing that workshops, talking to them, inviting them, getting messages, mediumship, all these things. Aura cleansing and music meditations are very common. Nutrition things and plant-based diet things and all vegan things. Yeah, very lot to explore. First, I attended in Manchester, UK. Accidentally, I went. So my ego broke on that day. Until then, I used to think that I'm so great. But after going there, and there is so much to explore, I realized. But that helped me to work on autistic kids, actually. The wisdom I got on that day and some books I purchased, they are thinking in a different layer is there. If we apply that wisdom with the parents, and we can connect with the autistic kids in a very great way.
Telepathy tapes, have you heard of those?
Yeah.
So,
Then immediately I targeted to attend that LA one. The next year also we are attending it a big number.
next year.
Yeah.
Is that similar to the attunement, which is there's a concept of local mind and universal mind. If you were not meditating, or if you're just living your life, you're living in your local mind, your needs, your family needs, your work, your home. Once you connect to the universal mind, that attunement, then the entire consciousness starts flowing into you. And then that's where the transformation begins. So you begin each day saying, okay, I'm not this person who has this family, this job, or this profession, and I want to do this and in my day. You begin that when you're attuned with that universal mind, I'm lucky to be part of this creation. And then everything else opens up for all the other dimensions. So the universal, your local mind, attuning yourself to the universal mind, I think those are the kinds of things that happen in these larger. But you can also, I think, another path to get there is this during meditation.
We meet people who can have so different abilities.
Mm.
They are doing so many different things. Like it's amazing how the master soul energies connect, the ways of connection. Giving message.
Let us meditate for some time. Good. Madam, you can stop recording in this. She started live already. But I'm not finding the recording button.
On your phone, the recording?
I think she is doing from the phone, I think.
No. The
Yeah,
recording started, but you want to switch off the recording?
Switch off the record because live is going on anyway.
Switch it off.
But I'm not finding the recording button there. You're not a co-host, I think.
No,
It's blinking on top. It's the recording.
because he started.
He's
You can
doing-
stop.
But you need to start here only. There you can't start. No?
Yeah, there was in
Yeah,
it.
stop.
Now I don't see it. Oh no, I don't.
No, it is recording.
Oh, there it.
YouTube live is going on, no? Yeah.
Okay.
Madam, just took 1/3 glass this one. 1/3.
Sorry, can I ask something?
Yeah.
So sometimes, like I did Russian Kriya, there was a time when it was very difficult to it. really involved now.
Yeah.
But I always feel that there is something calling me.
Mhm.
Is that like something like uh, something like a hypothetical thing that I'm creating in my mind? These things actually happen. I feel like there is something to explore, something that's calling me. I should spend time there. There is something there, and which connects me, puts everything in equilibrium. But I'm not there.
Yeah, no. Yes.
Is that feeling fine, or I feel like it's
It is a very, very frequent feeling for the evolved souls. All the people who meet me, this is the commonest feeling they express. Some people feel like a gap, some void. It is not filled with all the material things and so many trials they are making, it never fills with it. Some people will say it's a kind of deja vu. In the field. So it is correct. These are the satsangs, and if you come to LA, you will find yourself there. What exactly you are missing?
like me there.
No, people already who answered themselves with these questions, you will meet them. You will meet your answers there, actually. Not the question people. Question people, of course, some beginners will be there.
Mhm.
But that is a place where really you can find, oh, this is what actually I'm looking for. With Patriji, so many people used to feel like that. Oh, this is the person I'm waiting since so long. Like that, they feel with him. And with me too, some people. Yeah. That's why it's all we call it as soul gap. Whatever you have already achieved in previous lifetimes, after coming here, again it has to start one day. So initially with the previous balance, we go forward, but after reaching a point and the balance is not sufficient. Now you need to recollect the old thing and then you have to start what you are supposed to do in this lifetime. If you don't start that, that gap always persists. Something is missing and something I'm supposed to reach and it is not there. Yeah, that will be there. So because the PSSM considers all spiritual scientists information,
Mhm.
we are open to every spiritual author's book. There are 100 prescribed books by 100 authors in PSSM. That is the theory part, to understand the truth in multiple dimensions. The same truth will be explained by different authors in a different way, right? And to experience that meditation, simple anapanasati, breath meditation. And to analyze pyramids, of course, if you want, you can use. It is only a 1/10 part of the whole organization. It's not a must actually. For the beginners, definitely it is useful if you have a good pyramid with you. So when you travel in this, by the end of 6 months, once you are into that higher wisdom, then that gap, whatever is there, it will automatically go away.
You think 6 months is a good time to spend?
On an average, 6 months is good time. 6 months is good time. If you hit MMS and then followed by, because usually those are the moments where you feel like, completely elated. Oh, we are completely lagging behind. People are what they are doing, where we are. So that feel you need to get, no, then only you will be feel like that 1+Archet worker. Jealous about other people, how greatly they did, and then put yourself into the right job. Most of the people after attending these ashram dharmas or yajnas, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whenever they get, immediately they start doing meditation. That is how they thrive. We don't understand the importance, then naturally we have a lot of things to do in day-to-day life. We just skip in those areas. Okay, so let us meditate in 15 minutes. Anybody is comfortable on the floor, you can sit on the floor also. As a chair. Huh? Then press the. So cross the legs and clasp the hands. Keep your spine a bit erect. And can we stop this light? Keep the phones in silent mode. And observe normal, natural, soft breathing. If you get any thoughts, cut those thoughts and come on to the breath again. Any time and any place is okay for meditation. Relax your body. No need to tighten anywhere. बदन को ढीला छोड़िए. Observe normal, natural, soft, tender breathing. We are sitting in meditation to gain more and more cosmic energy. So we are not going to do any activity which will spend energy like chanting or visualizing, etc. Just focus on the breath. No deep breath or no shallow breath. It is quiet, normal, natural breath. By closing the eyes, the physical door is closed. First door is closed. Energy will be neutralized. And now the second door, the mental eye is open. You will get an array of thoughts, wandering thoughts from the mind. To stop this, we need to observe breath. This is the second great happening. Observing breath will stop the mind chatter. The mental eye is closed. Manochikshu is closed. Now the third great happening, the cosmic energy inflow will begin and third eye gets activated. This is the third great happening. Physical eye, mental eye, divine eye. Charma chakshu, manochakshu, divya chakshu. These are the three doors with which we are operating during meditation. It is a scientific process. One should not open their eyes during meditation. Just observe normal, natural, soft breathing. A soft instrumental music will be played in the background, but you need to observe breath. Whenever you realize that you are into thoughts, switch back your attention to the breath. Just observe normal, natural, soft breathing until I say okay. It's a great day today. We are doing a collective group meditation. breathing for almost 5 minutes. Group meditation is thrice more powerful. Doing meditation during full moon is thrice more powerful. Meditation beneath the pyramid is thrice more powerful. Last 5 minutes. 1 minute. Seconds. Ten seconds. One should not open their eyes immediately after meditation. दोनों हाथ दोनों आंखें में रखिए. Keep your both hands on your eyes, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Meditation. So while doing this meditation, some experiences we get during meditation, the whole body may become completely light or completely heavy. And you may get some pains here and there in the body, low back pain, shoulder pain. Wherever the cleansing process happens, there we experience the pain. Initially, it will be there. After that, it will go away automatically. And at the third eye point, you may feel some pressure or pain or some colors, kind of visions you may get. Children, if you allow them to meditate, within a week, they start telling you they got some colors and masters, Ganesha, they will keep telling. And in advanced stage, the third eye, astral traveling experiences we see. How many of you watched the spiritual reality video, these newcomers? Yeah. Do you know that about spiritual reality? No. You must watch that video in YouTube. The part 1 easily you can understand, well already you're doing. Later the part 2 also will give you an array of all the experiences that we experienced during meditation journey. Okay? There is a best graphical CD produced
You can follow.
almost. Yeah, the link is in front of you.
We are in the group.
Yeah, it's available in English, Hindi, in 2 languages it is available. And see, today as a group we sat now, we are a bit free, but when you are alone doing at home, you may not expect a deep silence mind every time. The thoughts keeps coming. We like a pendulum, we move from either it may be completely thoughts and you are totally feel like, not at all, you are achieving concentration. The other end is you may fall asleep. In between these two, a fraction of seconds, we get that this thoughtless mind. Only for that sake, we need to continue every day. Whether you get experience or not, doing meditation is must. Hanuman Chalisa. Hanuman is Vaiputra and Chalisa is 40 days. 40 days if you are with your breath, then you completed one Hanuman Chalisa. Hanuman Chalisa is not just reading that Hanuman Dandakam or book. Being with breath, equal to your age minutes. 10 years kids, 10 minutes. 30 years, 30 minutes. The more the age, the more the garbage. It takes a lot of time to declutter. That's why initially you can divide and do, like 20 minutes and 20 minutes, like that you can divide and you can practice, and slowly we can increase the time. And once you meditate good enough, within 40 days, you will see a clear difference somewhere or other in your life. The sleep, the lethargy, the pain management, or angry boss, somewhere or other, you will clearly see this energy is manifesting and then it is bringing you some soothing effect. Then it will become a habit after that. The parents meditate, the children automatically will meditate. That is how slowly they will take it. And coming to the books area, after meditation, the best thing is PMC channels to watch once in a while, regularly. There are meditation channels available in Hindi. All languages they are available. Choose your own language and then keep watching it. A lot of masters sharing their experiences in book clubs, particularly on some topics. You will see some podcasts. So they give you a complete amalgam of most of the spiritual books that we are advising. Otherwise, you can read the books also. In my mailing list, I have a like 90 spiritual movies and 25 best books list I have with me with the Google Drive. So you can, as and when you get time, especially during weekends, you can spend more time in reading spiritual books and watching spiritual movies. That gives you the next level of wisdom. And in my journey, majority of my focus is into how to get health through wisdom. That is what I call as spiritual tablets. So through wisdom, based on their experiences, we suggest some spiritual concepts. Once they go through it, whatever the rotten beliefs that are there, they will be replaced with scientific understandings. Then the thought pattern, day-to-day life, everything change, and then one fine day, they will learn complete health. So I came almost in July 20, 4 days in LA, 4 days in St. Louis for the Regional Energy Conference happened by Buddha CEO Foundation. And from there, Raleigh, then I went to Canada. 10 days, I had beautiful sessions in Canada. First time I went in Toronto and then Alberta, Edmonton. There are one family coming from Edmonton to LA. Yeah. She runs an NGO. She is a good lady. The whole family is coming now. And then New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Ashburn, Richmond, Orlando, Jackson, Atlanta. Iowa is the best session I made in this tour. Full day is almost like a day-long workshop with there are around 10, 12 doctors. It's in the hospital premises itself. The session happened. A doctor by name Batra, so he organized the entire thing. They met me in St. Louis, and immediately within 2 weeks I was there. And first time this attempt, I went to a lot of new places like Las Vegas first time, Sacramento first time, Jackson, Mississippi first time, and Charlotte first time. New places, Iowa. So thank you all for joining today. And have you watched that video of MMS? Anybody? No? Can you play in the? We can try to keep it here. Am I co-host here to share? Yeah, I'm able to share. Yeah, I got here.
Understanding the true power of something makes you engage with it, not just through action, but with deep gratitude. That's what MMS3 is, an energetic celebration of consciousness happening this August 30th, 31st, and September 1st in Los Angeles, California. This is not just an event, it's a sacred gathering of over 1,200 meditators coming together for powerful group meditations. Here, you can experience the presence of not just physical masters, but also astral masters. It's
Spiritual tablets, Canada. MMS3, you type. You will get automatically.
Spiritual tablets and PSSM is one.
Yeah. Is an integral part of PSSM. Majority I'm focusing on health area. That's why I just named it as spiritual tablets to hook the younger brains. Otherwise, this deals with the health area. That's all. Under PSSM, lot of wings are there. Some people are attending corporates, and some people attending the pregnant woman and younger child. That is divine parenting project is there. So many projects emerged under the big PSM umbrella. Multiple projects are emerged based on the people's need and interest. They cater, you know.
I share you can play.
No, I have the video, but how to connect there?
With the YouTube, you can cast directly. No?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do.
Very easy, madam. Single button. You need to learn. Several
And then
are-
John and Joey.
Say, play this video.
We have to catch up with kids for all this. Technology stuff.
Sir, YouTube live can stop here. I am not finding it in the laptop. Mobile have content.
I have logged out and made Suruchi the host. You can either stop the session.
It stops now, I
Session.
think.
It seems it is not actually.
Yeah, it's stopped.
Oh,
and